This club's about winning trophies. I'm inexperienced in a lot of those things.
3-0. Can you believe it?
Almost lost the cup and you win it. The new European champions, the treble, the dream come true for you.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Football, bloody hell. But they never give in. And that's the winner.
Welcome to the American Red Devils podcast. I'm John.
I'm Alex.
And we are bringing you the best Manchester United news from this side of the pond.
Woo, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Lads, it's Tottenham. The boys were brought into a shithousery match. Spurs getting a ridiculous goal of ours taken away. But you know what? Class from the lads in the second half. Just absolutely sticking the knife in. Some of the best football we've seen under Ole. Some of the best football we've seen this season. Huge win. Let's go on. Finish the season strong. Woo! How we doing? How we doing?
As Patrice Everest says, I love this game, sir. It's absolutely brilliant.
Sorry.
Sir, what a day. What a win for Manchester United. Tottenham, the baby bitches, the soft, terrible team they are with the troll at the helm, sir. What did you think? They think they could act? They think they could con the ref and taking a goal? Yeah, they did one. But United, they showed the mentality we've been asking them for all year. Sir, through the nil-nils, through the slow build-up play, to the grinding out results. This is why we watch this team. What a game, sir. You want to point to a moment, if we go on to win Europa League, you want to point to a moment where we finish the league strong, the dressing room. Sir, there's got to be something going on. Cavani scoring. What a player. Greenwood. You know, he's back, baby. So this is the mojo we've been waiting for, sir. It's been a long time coming, but it's back. We're back, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. It's true, sir. We've had some doldrums last couple of months. The boys have been grinding out results. Today, the way that goal was taken away, a great goal. Great United goal, great team goal, good finish from Cavani, and then unbelievable, an embarrassment. I used to like Son. He's just you're a shit player, bro. You're a Spurs legend. A small club hasn't won a freaking piece of silverware since '08, and it's going to stay that way because that is the mentality of basically we don't want to play. We're just going to troll you. We're going to make it a shithousery thing. They did the same thing with Lamela early in the season, got Martial sent off. That turned the game. Today, they tried to do the same exact thing, and United did not sink down to the level. Got a little chippy at the end of the first half, but we came out in the second half and dominated them. Took the knife in and just twisted it, especially that 6 minutes, sir. Que seis. That's the extra 6 minutes came from nowhere, but we got a third goal just to rub the salt in a little bit more. All United fans are flying high today, feeling good.
Sir, I mean, I'll tell you, the first half, that was rough. You know, kind of a cagey opening to the game. We get that goal, and then I told you, I said there's no way that's a foul. We'll get into the details, but Son barely touched, goes down, somebody a double leg break, and then somehow they clawed back. VAR, real big criticism. It really ruins the game. You know, we've seen it in American football, and we're starting to see it now. VAR unraveling towards the end of the season, and big changes need to be made, sir, because it ruins the game. It becomes, we're looking at McTominay who beat Son, and then that's the pass for the pass. There's no possible way that goal gets taken, but this ref, absolute muppet, decides to take it away. And I'm glad the boys fought back because justice was served, sir. What's the best way to do it? Hit him for 3. See you later, Tottenham. Good luck with top 4, buddy.
Yeah, enjoy Europa League if you're lucky. It's true, sir. If that's a foul, this game is done. This game is done. It's Premier League is the most valuable league in sport, and it looks like they're trying to do everything possible to not be that way, to basically destroy the league. Because if that's a foul, then we're fucked. Because the game has no integrity left if the guy can go back, basically dive, and turn it into this whole thing where they overturn the goal. So all that matters is United showed up in the second half. They didn't it could have really unraveled like it did in the 6-1. We could have got a player sent off, right? Things were getting a little testy, but Ole got to the boys. We don't always talk about it, right? Second half, he just said, calm down. You're a better team. Show it. And they did. Paul Pogba with a masterclass, but everybody played their hearts out. Fred with a goal, the tying goal. And then Greenwood absolutely lights out, but the defense was solid. Hendo was solid, came up with a bunch of big foot saves and also some dominating physical presence in the box. So it was a mix of De Gea and old school English goalkeeping. So I'm proud of the boys. I'm just laughing at Spurs, bro. You're a joke. See ya, dude. Enjoy it.
As they should be, and as they have been, and as they will always be, Spurs is a joke, sir. I talked about in the last podcast. The fans are soft. They're soft in North London. They might have a nice stadium. Their owner's soft. They're just a soft team. They deserve what they get, and especially trying to play that way. Karma's a bitch. You want to play that negative. You want to just troll everyone. You want to fight the referee and go down and fake this and fake that. Well, you know what? It's like United did them dirty, and this is United of old. Look, Freddie came on the podcast. He said, you need some fucking balls, man. And that's what we saw from Manchester United. I could arguably ask the same question. Where have they been? Where's the mentality? Where's the grit? Where's the toughness? Where's the eye for goal? Where's the attacking play? The flair? We saw it all today. This is a new Manchester United kicking on at a big moment heading into the season. We're going to finish strong. I believe it, sir. That's a team that can win Europa League. No problem. That's a team that can maybe even make City sweat it towards the end.
City giving us some favors, right? Losing the leads the way they did, a man up. You would have wished we would change some of those results, some of those drop points. That's not the point now, but it's all about finishing strong to the season. Just the change in mentality from the boys, right? The first half, like you said, it was cagey. I think both teams didn't want to concede. And then when you have a goal like that taken away from you, like a goal that should stand all day, and then they go and score a goal. I thought, son, I thought you were going to take it off, bro. I thought you lost an eye. Acting like, had like brain injury and went down and scored a goal 3 minutes later. That's a little bit of karma, but the karma is coming back in the second half and just like embarrassing them. Slicing them open, bro.
It's like we woke up and we realized we're Manchester United and they're Spurs and we should just dominate them, and we did. And that is what every Manchester United can hang their hat on. Every Manchester United fan can hang their hat on. What a day to be a fan. What a result, sir. Absolutely buzzing. If you like the American Red Devils, sir, we got a quick PSA for you. You can support us in many different ways. We're for fans, by fans, completely fan-backed. So there's no special interest, no underwear or soap commercials here on the podcast. We keep it pretty simple. Just me and Alex giving you that biased fan take from the couch, sir. If you want to support us, the best way to do so is via Patreon. You can visit our Patreon page, www.patreon.com/AmericanRedDevils. You can join and sign up for anything from $1 a month to $20 a month. We're giving away stickers, scarves, sir, pins, shirts as well. We do a Patreon podcast every month with an exclusive mailbag. We answer all your questions. You want to support the pod, Patreon's the best way to do it. If Patreon's not your thing, we get it. Check out our online store at www.americanreddevils.com. We have some great merchandise there and an amazing blog, sir. You're the editor-in-chief on the blog. It's been ripping. Tell me about it.
No, the blog's incredible. We have contributors from all over the world that are covering this great team, from the first team to U23s, transfer news, women's team, and we're always looking for additional writers. So if you're interested, if you got a voice and a perspective and you want to contribute, reach out to us at americanreddevils@gmail.com, and we'll find something for you. Another great way you can support the pod is writing iTunes reviews. It goes a huge way, and all you have to do, write a 5-star review on iTunes. If it's cheeky with a little banter, even better, send a screenshot to americanreddevils@gmail.com with your mailing address, and we will send you some free Stanley Chow design stickers. ASAP Rocky, sir. What else we got?
Sir, that is it. Let's get into this match. Tottenham. The baby bitches won. Manchester United 3 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Dude, you love to see it. This lineup. Dino, it's going to be closer. World number one. He's close to number one right now. I think he's, with a performance like this, he could be the number one next season. Luke Shaw, left back. Maguire, Lindelof, center back pairing. Wan-Bissaka on the right. Absolutely dealt with Son. Fred, McTominay midfield. Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford on the right. Cavani up top. Sir, what'd you make of this lineup? Rashford on the right. Pogba on the left.
I mean, I like this lineup. I thought it showed intent, pushing Pogba up. Cavani back in the side. You know what he has to offer. His movement today was excellent, right? Really a shame to get denied that first goal. I like it. It showed ambition, but also you gave them a little respect. Fred McTominay, the workman midfield, right? They do have a counter threat. So I liked what Ole was bringing out today. What did you think when you saw it?
I loved Pogba on the left, sir. I called for it in my lineup midweek. You saw what you get when you put Pogba in the final third on the ball. The crosses coming from the left, from the right. He was absolutely arguably man of the match, even though he didn't get his goal. Mason Greenwood, probably a good nod there, but Pogba it's like I was watching El Clasico. It's like Barca's got to get the ball to Messi. Manchester United got to get the ball to Pogba in those positions. He was making things happen, dangerous serve, making Spurs sweat.
Especially when they were so intent on playing us like a lot of teams play us, right? Forcing us out wide, packing it in. He had such an impact. Also, Pogba plays when he has extra motivation to kind of rub that salt back into Jose Mourinho after all the bad blood they had. Sir, he was motivated to play. He was motivated to play, and that's the Paul Pogba we wish we could see every week. But I'll take it because today he was difference maker. Pushed up every time we pushed forward in the second half. He was a large part involved, but Cavani also had a hell of a game. Greenwood coming off the bench and just being electric. So what a game! What a game!
Just, sir, instant classic. Time, got to rewatch it. And for those listening on the podcast, we're remote, so I can see Alex via Skype. Just to let everyone know the detail, Alex had a jersey he wore during the game. But he sweated through the jersey, so he's actually put on another jersey so he can record the podcast in another Manchester United jersey. So that's true dedication. Just got to give you a shout out.
Sorry, pod never sleeps, and that jersey was a little tight, so I had to switch into the room here one. I'm in the pod room. I'm just enjoying myself. What a game, sir! What a game.
Sir, how many jerseys a day you go through?
Depends on the day. Depends what happens. Today will be at least a two banger, if not a three banger, sir.
I can't believe it. Football, bloody hell.
Sir, what a game. Love this game.
Let's get into this match.
Let's do it. We talked about it. The first half, it came out as a cagey affair. As expected, neither team really wanted to concede. Everybody was seeing who's going to make the first mistake. First action came in 17th minute. Pogba put in a good ball, but Cavani couldn't quite get to the end of it because Dyer put in a good block. And then it took a while, sir. 34th minute, Cavani scores. But somehow, you see Son down, and you're like, uh-oh, is this going to be an issue? VAR decides to take a look at it. Okay.
No, it was never an issue. No, it was never an issue.
This was never a call. This was the fact that he tried to make a meal of it. First of all, he was beat. McTominay beat Son at this point and flicked him, wasn't trying to hit him. And it was very much reminiscent of the Lamela dive against Martial, original shithousery. He's from Argentina. That's more understandable. Son, I thought it was a class act, bro. This is you're a small player. Plays for a small team. But United should be fuming. They were fuming. The goal was overturned by VAR, long story short. But this is shambolic, dude. One of the worst calls I've ever seen in football. Ever. You cannot, if that happens, the game is done. If you allow this to happen where a player can just turn a goal. Sir, go ahead.
Look, it's this is the only way that this call is made.
In big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Sorry. I had to.
This guy's hot hand on the soundboard. That's all I got to say. It's that type of mood, that type of feels on the podcast right now. But this moment, sir, if you break it down, McTominay receives the ball. He does Son dirty. Son goes to grab McTominay's arm. McTominay puts one on Son, kind of hey, get off me. He had a little mustard on it. He definitely was going for a something, but that's not a foul, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because you touch somebody's face, a la Lamela, doesn't mean it's actually a foul. Great ball into Pogba. Pogba megs, I forget the Tottenham defender, into Cavani. Great goal. I mean, if McTominay had forearmed Son, and that was the reason why he went around him, the foul has to have context in the positioning of the play. It's he had already passed on. It's not like he fouled him and then got around him to then do the goal. So there's no possible way this could have been overturned. The referee made a huge mistake. VAR, and first of all, it's the VAR referee. Because the VAR referee is the one who brings it to the referee to watch on the monitor, and they're the ones selling it. And then the referee made the call. But at the end of the day, this has to be a bias against Manchester United because a lot of the refs have it in their head, hated adored, never ignored, so we go on about it all the time. And this one was just sort of we can't give Manchester United a call because everyone thinks Manchester United get all these calls. So there's this kind of game theory going on in the ref's head, and that's how you get to this atrocious call, the worst call I've ever seen. You brought up the Nani red card. I was the Nani red card was a bad one, but at the end of the day, it was a really high boot.
Right.
But, clearly he wasn't looking at it, so that, but if you the red card wasn't that bad, and they didn't have VAR then either. This one was the worst call, bar none, I've ever seen, and Son going down the way he did is literally he deserves retroactive suspension in my opinion. That they have to get that in the game. If you watch this Tottenham game, the players should be getting retroactive yellows for how terrible they acted. There's got to be something in the spirit of the game, sir. It's just the English Premier League, the best league, best league in the world, and it is because it isn't La Liga. People don't flop around. It's hard-nosed football. It should always be that way. That's why it's number one.
And it won't be for long if they allow this kind of stuff to happen, because it's not hyperbolizing to say it's the worst call I've ever seen on a football pitch. Like, it's the worst call, and it's even if it was a different team and it was two neutrals and I didn't give a shit about, you can't have this happening. It's like, first of all, McTominay beats Son. Son puts his arm on McTominay, and he reflectively just flicks his arm back, and he makes the biggest meal of it. And it's a great goal. It was a great United team goal, an amazing finish. And what happens afterwards, bro? What always happens when you have a big call and everyone's wind sucked out of us? It goes the other way.
But especially when you're taking goals away, right? It goes against the spirit of the game. So the bar to take a goal off the score sheet has to be higher. And it surely isn't that. But you know what, sir? I'd rather talk about the rest of the game.
Let's talk about the rest of the game, sir. Let's finish up that first half, because based on the way it was going, we thought we'd be up for tears today, but instead it's all cheering. Here we go in the 40th minute. Son thought he was going to be a hero.
Lovely ball. Lucas. Son back post 1-0. It's a beautifully crafted goal by Tottenham Hotspur. Son, who was involved in the disallowed goal for Manchester United, returns to the side. Left-footed finish. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Sir, and Kane is, first of all, Kane's offside in the build-up. VAR didn't catch that. So, if you're really going to start, going through, the highlights, he was offside, but whatever. Goal. Son gets his goal. Hey, this is all you'll do? Sir, first half.
Sir, I heard Arlo White's voice, and I had to cringe. I mean, for anyone who was watching on Peacock, now they got the Telemundo guys on Peacock. Totally better to watch them. The goal calls are better. And actually watching the game without the shit commentary from Arlo White and whoever the podunk crew he's got with them is so much better. It's really refreshing. And just hearing his voice call that is just it's cringeworthy. Look, Son, he plays the villain. Mourinho wants them to play villain. They want to play spoiler. That's Mourinho's thing. And look, Son gets the goal. So it's not a surprise here. I told you they're going to score after that. The universe goes that hard against you. The fact it was Son, it made sense. Look, tough goal, but a good goal. Spurs got it in them. They have this type of goal in them.
It's a Spurs goal, right? Break, maybe Lindelof could have done a little bit better, but it's just the way the game was going to go in that first half. So it wasn't our half. We got a goal taken away from us. Of course,
how about the terrible goal song that they play at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, bro? What is this, 1993 Darude Sandstorm? Come on, man. It's they got nothing.
So you don't like Sandstorm?
Their motto is to dare is to do. To dare to play a final and try to win something is enough for you because you guys suck.
They suck.
Hate Tottenham. Hate Tottenham. And Mourinho being the headman there, enjoy it. Enjoy Europa League. Harry Kane.
They'd be lucky if they get into Europa League. They're in 7th place, sir. So how are you feeling headed into halftime? I know you were feeling, but tell me.
After the VAR call was overturned, I think I was definitely very vocal, and I threw some things, and my wife decided that she needed to leave the living room because she didn't want to see what was about to happen. So I'm just going to say I try to just take a few deep breaths and think about something other than this match and that referee.
I like that. It's funny. I think at one point we were like, it makes you want to turn the game off. They're going to do that to football. It takes away the fun of it. Well, head into that second half. I'm so glad I did not turn the game off, sir, because one of the best halves we've seen from United in a long time.
Sir, we're not going to turn the game off. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Because that was a bad call, sir. Couldn't believe it. We'll be talking about that for weeks. But anyway, United come out in the second half like a team with a point to prove, my man. It was good to see. And it came quick. 55th minute, McTominay with a nice hit, pushed out by Lloris. But United were really starting to turn the screws. And then in the 57th minute, he's gotten a lot of flack this year. But hey, Fred is red. Let's go.
Through to Cavani, flag stays down, Cavani, another great save, but the rebound is poked in by Fred. Well, that's a collector's item for Manchester United. September 2017 was the last time Fred scored in the Premier League, and he's done it here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The quickest.
Sir, it's Cavani's involved again. Fred, whoo, well done, my lad. You know, I've been tough on you. You almost plowed it over, but big goal. We needed that goal. The first one was arguably the hardest one to get. Once we got this goal, United was like, let's go. We knew it was our game to win.
El Pastor, you love to see it. The celebration says it all. You know, Fred does a lot of the dirty work. I was watching the Sky post game. Roy Keane, savage. It was just like he had a terrible game. Almost missed that. That's what Roy Keane says. I was like, oh my god. You know, Fred. Look, he shows up. He puts everything on it. You know, he works hard. He's durable. Sometimes his passing is a little scratchy, sir. But, you know, you love to see him get this goal. And this was a big one. And what we saw from United, you love it. It's like what Ole said at halftime worked. He told the lads, calm down. We got the quality to do it. And we came out like possessed, like we had been, an injustice had been done and it needed to be fixed. Quick passing, 1-2s, sharp stuff from Manchester United. What we've been waiting for all season, sir. You love it. You love it. This is it. Let's go.
And we won every 50-50 ball. We won every ball. We fought for every blade of grass. There was nobody that was winning that game other than Manchester United today, and that's something that you haven't seen in a long time. And it was exciting. It was exciting to see, sir. But it wasn't done and dusted at this point. 60th minute, big save from Dino, foot save and a beaut. Honestly, channeling his inner De Gea, must have picked up some things on the training pitch. But well done from Dino. He had a couple big moments in this game.
No, Hendo was huge. Like, I mean, obviously the goal, but. And credit to him on the goal. If you look at it, he was like an inch away from saving that, and that was unbelievable. But, you know, huge save, solid at the back from Dino. And look, I said, what has he done to earn the number one spot? I mean, this is one step in that direction.
It was a complete goal. It was a complete goalie performance. You know, he made good saves with his hand and his feet. He came out well when they were trying to break on us a couple times, really well, where De Gea hasn't been that good at that. And he also grabbed some balls and sort of floated, crosses that like you need to be able to take in. He took a knock a couple times. So big shout out to Dino. Huge game from him. United keep pushing. 63rd minute. Great shot from Bruno Fernandes just outside the box. Lloris forced into a really good save. This thing was going in. Yeah,
you could see Lloris's face. The look on it after he had saved that was like, oh, they're coming. And that's what I love. They're beating that drum. Manchester United are coming. It's only a matter of time until we score the go-ahead goal.
Sir, and it was like they were still shithousering us. You know, they were falling every time they had a chance to. They were not intent to play against us, so it was great to see. 67th minute, it was a half chance, kind of fell to Pogba. You said he might have been able to head it in, but, you know, his feet kind of caught underneath him and wasn't a lot of space, but it was a half chance for Pogba in the 67th minute. 71st, Rashford comes off. Greenwood comes on. Rashford looked beat up. Looks like he needs an ice bath and a couple weeks off, sir. He looks tired and hurt, to be honest.
Sorry, he needs a vacay.
He needs a vacay. We all need a vacay, sir. Ooh, the feel, sir. In the 79th minute, El Matador, don't go anywhere, man. We need you.
Lovely touch by Fernandes. Cavani! What a goal by Edinson Cavani! Beautiful touch by Bruno Fernandes. Cavani denied in the first half by VAR. May have scored the winning goal with just about 10 minutes to go here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Sir, what a goal. You could see how much it meant to El Matador. And you know what? They took a goal from him in the first half. That was a peach as well. I love that diving header, striker mentality. It's such a good goal from him. Come on, boys. Let's go.
World-class movement from Cavani. Great ball in from Greenwood, like real quick. And then Cavani on it. And just, you know, Aurier just got done dirty. Dyer, like the ball was inch perfect. Dyer tries to leap to head it, misses it. And Cavani, boom. Just like he better be schooling everyone how to head the ball. You hope Mason Greenwood, that's rubbing off on him, you know.
Well, I mean, he scored the same goal, give or take, against Granada midweek. So it's you know, the apprentice and, you know, the expert knows something to teach. 84th minute.
Sir, what can you say that again?
I don't know what. Yeah, sir. Let's keep going, bro. wait.
We'll do it live. Apprentice knows something about 17.
Yeah, I tell you, one's young, one's old. I was trying to make an analogy. My head, it made more sense, sir. Thanks a lot. This guy. Let's do it live, baby. 84th minute. Spurs were trying to have something to say. It was a corner. It was actually a little bit nervy. Cavani cleared it onto the post. This is probably one of the closest calls they had in the second half, but it was a close one. Never want a ball hitting the post.
City. Heart Attack City. Where's our subs, Ole? Let's start slowing it down.
90th minute, finally bring on a sub. Matic for Bruno. They show the stoppage time, sir. We were watching Telemundo. Que seis? What 6 minutes? It's like, where did the 6 minutes come from? You want to think about like, oh, you stole from us in the first half. Here's trying to steal from us in the second. Where is 6 minutes coming from?
Yeah, that's my boys. Shout out to my boys at Telemundo. You know, Arlo White was like, it should be 9 minutes on NBC. It's like, and then you got K6. Exactly. You know, Telemundo, much respect. They're like, what the hell? 6 minutes? This is all rigged. This is rigged.
Sir, and you know what? That 6 minutes just gave more time for this.
Dyer. Chance here for United. Greenwood on his right foot. Mason Greenwood. Brilliant. Just brilliant by Mason Greenwood and Manchester United. They've roared back in this second half. And they're heading 9 points clear of 5th. Second goal in a week for Mason Greenwood.
Sir, what a game. I love the fact that we just rubbed the salt in the wound. Should have been 4-1, but a dominant performance from United in the second half, just absolutely showing their class and growing up into the, in the moment. They kind of, they really got challenged in the first half. That's a hard blow to take in such a cagey affair, and just to come out in the second half and just boss it. They completely bossed Spurs, like off the pitch. It was vintage stuff. Instant classic, like you said. Let's kick off for the rest of the season. Let's go.
No, absolutely. And then also when, we got the 1-goal lead, we didn't sit back like a bunch of baby bitches like Spurs did trying to win it in the first half. It's like, no, we went at them. And by the way, Pogba, dude, did Højbjerg dirty. That was the most dirty move I've ever seen. Højbjerg down on the turf, passes to Greenwood, absolute laser, sir. Put him to the sword like Manchester United should. That's how we should play. Brave. We ain't no baby bitches, sir. We're gonna win. Keep scoring. The best defense is a good attack, my man. And I love to see Greenwood get it. Goal and assist since he subbed on in the 79th. When he subbed on in 71st. Absolute legend Mason Greenwood, sir, on the right, changing the game.
And we've talked about it. We're going to need some players to kind of take the burden off Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes in this last push of the season. Martial's injured. Cavani's coming back into form. Greenwood coming back into form. And Paul Pogba, he might be leaving sooner rather than later, but he still has a role to play, showing on his day one of the best in the world. I mean, today he was obviously had a point to prove, hates Mourinho, wants to get that against him, and he was just phenomenal. Phenomenal in and around the box. Dude, nothing to say. It was a great performance.
Sir, and we came on strong in the second half. Spurs didn't play midweek. That's the mentality. That's the mind games we're playing, and you're totally right. I was like, Pogba's playing the best I've ever seen him. Why is he doing that? Mourinho hates Mourinho. It's like, what motivates Pogba? Hatred of Mourinho and trophies, sir. That's it.
It's true. And it's true. And you know what he got? He did everything that, Mourinho often slated him for. He was playing defensively, pushing forward an attack, being a leader. It's a performance that all United fans should be proud of. It was it's just a classic United comeback, turn the screws, you get the go-ahead goal, and you don't stop. They kept pushing forward, really managed it well. It was a great performance.
And because you play so many games, it's just you can kind of tell Manchester United were getting away with a few games. It's been a long, these last 15 games kind of been in the doldrums a little bit, especially in the sputtering attack. You just got to get to this moment, because this moment with Cavani can stay healthy. Like you said, we can kick on. We could win a trophy, sir. That'll do wonders for the locker room, wonders for Manchester United, sir. And then maybe Ed Woodward bungling the Pogba deal this summer might keep him at United. You never know, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a big summer for United, but finishing strong into this summer with a core group is huge. Match stats, right down the middle, sir. 53% of the ball for United, 47% for Tottenham, 7 shots on target from United, 3 from Tottenham, sir. Small club mentality. Corners 5-7. We actually had more fouls than Tottenham, if you can believe it. They probably minutes rolling on the pitch. I'm going to say that goes to Tottenham. Match reaction, Mason Greenwood was the first teenager to score and assist as a substitute for Manchester United in a Premier League match since Cristiano Ronaldo in November 2003 against Portsmouth, sir. And in English top flight history, Manchester United's current 23 game, unbeaten run away from home in the league, 115, drawn 8, is bettered only by a 27-game run from Arsenal between 2003, 2004, sir. I believe they were the Invincibles. But what do we know about football? Let's check in with the manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
You weren't looking for revenge from the leg at Old Trafford, but how good did that feel after that VAR decision?
No, of course, second half I was delighted with the boys. I thought from that decision and onwards we played some great stuff. I know we conceded a goal, which a good combination play and all that, but I think that's when we started playing. Or from that goal onwards, I thought we were excellent in the last hour.
A lot of people are asking what football is after that decision. What were you asking?
Absolutely gone. It's not what. Sometimes you could probably discuss all day long if it's a foul or not, and that's the point. If you have to discuss it, it's not the clear and obvious mistake. So Eddie scored 2 very good goals today. Unfortunately, he's only credited with 1.
He certainly did. I want to talk about his influence in the team, both as a fantastic goal scorer, but also the influence he's had on some of the younger players, the likes of Greenwood. How valuable an asset has he become to this club?
So important to have players who've done it, been through it, to get advice from him. Mason put an excellent cross in for Eddie, and he scored an excellent goal himself. They found a good relationship, those two. You can really see they've struck a good note.
You did have quite a heated...
Sir, master and apprentice. That was the analogy I was looking for, you know. Old man Eddie at 34, young man Greenwood at 19. They both played excellently. It wasn't on this quote, but Ole said somewhere else after the match, he was like, son going down for 3 minutes. He needs 10 players to come over and help him up. If that was my son, I wouldn't feed him. I wouldn't feed him. You like to see that from Ole. I like that he calling out like that's an egregious call. You know, I like that. Is like if you have to debate about it, it's not a clear and obvious error, and VAR shouldn't be looking at it. It's like it's absurd that they even looked at it. It wasn't in the box.
Hey, it doesn't matter. We won. We won 3-1, sir. You know what? You're 4-1, 3-1. Spurs, have a laugh, sir. Have a laugh. You know why we're having a laugh? They're 7th in the league. Let's check it with that table. The latest, City's played 32, 70 on 74 points, sir. They did lose to Leeds. If you haven't seen the highlights, I recommend watching it on YouTube. 10-man Leeds does it at the death. What a game. When the weather starts to get warm in England, sir, that's when the heat cranks up. As far as the finish towards the league, you'd love to see City sweating it a little bit. Hopefully this opens the door for them to just absolutely choke and Manchester United to win their 21st Premier League title in 2021. What do you say?
You're saying there's a chance. They have to go on a hell of a slide, and we got to keep winning, but hey.
I'm going to be watching.
There's a chance.
I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be hoping that at least it's nervy. I want to be nervy at the very least. Manchester United in second. We've only played 31 on 63, so you assume we win our next game. We're only 8 off the mark. Still a lot. I think City only have, 6 matches left. Leicester City, they did lose to West Ham 3-2. It got nervy at the end there. Again, like I said, with the weather warming up in England, it's going to get funny. 56 points for Leicester City. West Ham 55. They're in 4th. Chelsea 54, and all these teams are on 31 games played. Then Liverpool 52, Tottenham 49, Everton 47. How happy are we that we're not checking that 4th spot?
No, it's unbelievable. It's you know, maybe the title race won't go down to the wire, but the top 4 race will go down to the wire because it is so tight between 3rd and 7th, right? So we have a 7-point gap between us and Leicester. That's huge. You know, actually, Jesse Lingard with a brace today, having them beat the Foxes. So this is a big win. Now we got to just stay strong, carry the momentum in the Europa League, finish tight, you know, hopefully within 5 points of City. Gives the management, front of staff, maybe Glazers see there's something there to be invested in, but put some money in this club. Still a great asset for them. Certainly shines brighter than Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro, all day. But here's to hoping.
Yeah, but I mean, this is to say, okay, on the day, the frustrations, the calls to win, huge. But then looking at the table, everything went our way this weekend again. And then to win again, huge. We're talking like top 4 locked up, really. And it's only second place, but still, you said 7 points. So, sir, you know, as fans, when you start looking up, you know, that changes the mood a little bit here on Sunday afternoon. Looking at 538, as far as the odds to make Champions League, City 99% chance to win the league. So you're saying there's a chance. It's a very low. They have City finishing around 88 point. They have City finishing around, I think, 88 points. Manchester United around 77 points at the end of the league. So they say we're 99% chance to make top 4. Then they say Leicester City will do it at 67 points. Then Liverpool at 67. Chelsea will just miss out on 66. Same with West Ham. The percentages go Leicester 54%, Liverpool 58%, Chelsea 46%, West Ham 35%, and Tottenham with just a 6% chance outside in to get Champions League. So not only did we make a huge move to that 99% clinch, but we put Tottenham on the outs. And Manchester United put Mourinho on the outs, and you'd love to see it, especially the fight between him and United over the 6-1, sir. You love to see it. That's why form is temporary, class is permanent.
And it just karma's a bitch, and it's just a great way to kind of like fight back against the 6-1. That was shithousery too. Lamela got Martial sent off, did the same thing, basically like made a meal of it. And Son did the same thing. He got his goal and thought they'd be sitting pretty. But United showed their class, showed their quality, and just took it to lads as Tottenham today. Like, great to see. Like, keep waiting for silverware, boys. Keep waiting.
So just if you were like, sir, obviously I think the league is dusted. It's not mathematically dusted. You want to check in and say, hey, we have, if assuming we win, we get 8 points, we beat Burnley, you know, we get a step closer. City got Aston Villa. They could be a spoiler. Then they got Tottenham, negative football for Mourinho. Crystal Palace ain't doing nothing.
No.
Then Chelsea in a race for top 4, right? Newcastle could be in the relegation fight. Then you got Brighton, they're tricky, and Everton. So there are some spoilers in there. So, I mean, realistically, could City lose one more and maybe draw 2?
Maybe.
That's not enough. That's not enough. That's 7. But then so it just depends. Like if Villa could beat them, then it's in their head, right? And once it becomes in your mind, then you get nervous. Then you start thinking about it, and then it becomes a race. So I'm hoping the world falls apart for him, sir. I don't know, but I'm just saying you can see Villa, Chelsea, Brighton, Everton. Those aren't easy games, man, especially if you think you need to win them.
They're also in the Champions League, I believe, still, right? They're still in the Champions League. Yep. They're in the FA Cup semifinals. They got an EFL final. You know, they have a lot of games. They have a deep squad, but there's a chance. There's certainly a chance. There's a lot of games for them to kind of slow up their roll. It's going to be, if they can just not win out, right? Some draws. We have to basically win out. We have to win every game. Next, how many games are
of course we have
7
to win
games.
That's the only scenario I'm saying is we go on to win every game. We got Burnley next, then Leeds, Liverpool. God, I want to beat Liverpool very badly, sir. I really want to beat them at home. Aston Villa, Leicester, Fulham, relegation, and then Wolves last day. So I'm not saying there's a title race, sir, but, you know, I'm hoping City kind of stumble. I'm hoping they stumble. I hope the 10-man leads kind of rattles them. They're busy with Champions League. You know they're going to prioritize Champions League, and then the league could get close. And I'm just hoping for some sort of nerviness on their part.
Hey, all we have to do is focus on ourselves, because at the end of the day, you know, it should be tighter. We should not drop some points over the last couple of months, but we are where we are, and now we have to be at least be the best of the rest, right? I want to be closer to City than we are to third, and that would be a great objective for United for the rest of the season. And let's finish strong in Europa League. Let's do the business against Granada this Thursday. You know, it's gonna be more shithousery even at OT. Sir, everything to play for. Let's go.
Sir, I see Hans and Franz spinning up that track on the DJ tables. Let's go.
So it's the song of the summer, my man. It's going to be the song of the summer after we lift Europa League glory.
You love to see it. Hans and Franz are back, and that means we're back midweek. Thursday night football, Manchester United versus Granada at Old Trafford, sir. Europa League quarterfinals, leg 2. We have a 2-goal lead coming in. Those 2 away goals are going to be critical. Granada, they got a big thing to dig out. They need more than just a couple of streakers to beat us, sir. That's going to be Thursday, April 15th, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Granada just had a comeback win today against I can't even say that. Can you say that?
Nope. Valladolid? Is that even spelled right?
Sir, you got some Spaniard in you.
Yeah, but Valladolid, I don't even know that one. That's a new one. I didn't even know that. I never heard of that team in La Liga before.
They actually were down a goal at half. They came back. They won 2-1. So Granada's showing some fight, you know. I'm not worried, sir. I think this one's easy. Lock it up. You know, we do have some suspensions, but, you know, play Fred in the middle, spoiler, like, play the kids. What do you think?
Yeah, play counter football, right? Good chance for Ahmad to maybe get some minutes. Donnie to start, right? Twanzebe probably needs a go at it because Maguire is not available, but it's a good position to be in. We get to sit back, let them come at us, and tear them apart in the counter like we like to do. Maybe rest Rashford. Rashford could use a blow. Doesn't need to play again.
Shaw could use a blow. I think we want to see rotation with a conservative side from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There's no reason to, you know, you don't want to play into it like Spurs, but you also just want to, like, give Ahmad a shot.
So you heard it here first. It's going to be the club banger of the summer. What a song.
Dude, I mean, you know, if you're going to play the song, you got to hear the end. So I'm glad you ramped that up. Cut me off. Whatever we're talking about, you got to hear the whoa, 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 whoa. Sir, that's
whoa. Guts.
Whoa. Okay, a little history on Granada. Sir, we covered it last podcast, so I went a little deeper on the history. You saw the Granada jerseys, the vertical red stripes, definitely something like we haven't really seen before, like Sunderland has it. Apparently, upon their founding, they used to wear shirts with blue and vertical white stripes similar to Real Sociedad. But after the Spanish Civil War, the club owners went to Madrid to buy new ones, and they just didn't have anything in stock, so they had to wear the red and white stripes. So if they kind of changed from a Real Sociedad look to the red and white stripe look, and that was all based on supply and demand post the Spanish Civil War. Very interesting little nugget of history. And I dug a little deeper. Like we said, the best thing they've ever done was become the runner-up for the Copa del Rey in 58-59. But they have lifted a few titles, sir. The second division they won in 40-41, 56-57, 67-68. Then the third division they won in 82-83, 99-2009, and 2009-10. And then the fourth division they won 33-34, 03-04, 05-06. Think about that. In 05-06, this team was in the fourth division of Spanish football, sir. Then they won the second division 09-10. And then their manager, that joker on the sidelines who we saw in Granada, not the streaker who'd been living in the stadium, Diego Martinez, he has been their coach since they rose from the second division. They came second in 18-19, and then the following season they finished seventh, and then that's how they got into Europa League. So as far as managers go, you love to see a manager come out of the second division with his team, then get European football. So there is a little our first European competition ever. So, you know, as much as we like to just brush these guys aside, credit to their manager coming up and then getting European football and then making it to a quarterfinal. The only problem is you got Soldado, sir. You ain't doing much with him.
No, and you ain't doing nothing when you're just trying to fall down all the time. That's, great story. Obviously a small budget to deal with. The reminiscence between them and Sunderland runs strong. All these second division titles, sir, it sounds like Sunderland. But Sir, I ain't no worried about no Granada. After the way they performed in the first leg, it'd be great to go in with the advantage we have, rotate the team a little bit, get ready for the Burnley game. But we can't underestimate them. They're going to be coming out to play, and we have to just close up shop and move on to the next round, sir. Whether it's Roma or Ajax in the next round, that's what it's about. We got to move on to the semis.
Totally. And just a little history, because we're talking smack about Tottenham, and then we're playing against Granada with Soldado. If you recall, Tottenham sold Bale to Real Madrid for big money. They brought in all these signings, Soldado being the new number 9 from Valencia, sir. He has scored 3 seasons at Valencia, 25 goals, 27, 30 goals. Goes to Tottenham, absolute bottles it. I think he did 11 and 5. Then he got shipped to Villarreal. Fenerbahce then found his way to Granada. His highest total goal tally in a season since he left Valencia for Tottenham. Tottenham being the curse, sir. You're just cursed. You go to Tottenham, you're soft for life. 12 goals. That's the most he's scored in a season since, and he's just fallen through the ranks all the way to Granada. CF. Have a laugh at Soldado. He's a Spurs player. That's how they go. They go to Spurs, they get soft.
Spurs the legend. I think he was soft before he went to Spurs. They actually went out and they bought a ton of players after they sold Bale. I don't know if any of that. I don't think any of that paid off.
No, Lamella, Paulinho, Soldado,
right?
And then Paulinho left. Obviously Soldado left. They still have Lamella. Lamella's the only surviving player. So the whole idea you're going to spend a ton of money, bring a lot of players in, is going to work. You look at Chelsea, a lot of teams. The slow build, sir. Slow build.
The Ole way. There you go. Have a owner that doesn't want to spend any money, so you have to do it the old-fashioned way. Hey, we're building something at this club. Brick by brick, baby.
Well, the slow build works if you keep the Memphis Depays, if you keep the Zahas, if you keep certain players and give them a little more time, then maybe they'd still be at Manchester United. You never know. Physioroom.com injuries. Bailly is out. James has a knock. Phil Jones is out. Martial is out. Maguire is out on a yellow. I believe it's Luke Shaw, sir. There's one more.
McSauce, I think. McTominay.
McSauce, yes. McSauce is out as well. Given those are the suspensions and injuries for this fixture, who do you got starting 11?
Sir, it's going to be Dave Saves back in net. World number 2 at this point. AWB, Twanzebe, Lindelof, and Telles. I'm going to do Matic, Fred, Donny van de Beek, Bruno, Greenwood, and Ahmad. What you got?
It's a lot of changes, sir. I'm going with Dave Saves in net, Wan-Bissaka, Twanzebe, Lindelof, Telles, same back line. Matic, Donny. I want to see Matic in the 2. I want to see Donny in the 2 with Matic, and then Pogba on the left. And at times, maybe that could be Matic at CDM with Donny and Pogba running the game in the pivot. And then you got Bruno, Greenwood, and James running riot. I like that because you can sit back, really, in many different ways. James is good on the right to lock it down with AWB, sir. I think that is enough talent to get it done and not ship too many goals at home. Obviously, I'm hoping James gets better from that knock.
No, and we're in the driver's seat, right? They have to score. All we have to do is keep a clean sheet, and we should be good to go. So it's a good position to be in. We're going to rotate, hopefully not rotate too much. I don't think Ole wants to give the farm away. He knows how important this cup competition is. So can't wait, sir. Thursday night magic. Who wants to play Tuesday, Wednesday? It's all about Thursday.
Hey, as far as Hans and Franz are concerned, that's the night to play. Booking the bookies, United heavy favorites, -220 at home, +330 is the draw, +650 to win, sir. Given those are how the bookies have it, what is your score prediction for this match?
Sir, I'm calling 2-0. I think it's the same score line. United goes through 4-0 on aggregate. I don't know who we're going to play. Maybe Ajax comes back, even though Roma has the advantage. But it's going to be a more difficult side in the semis. But bring them on. Let's go.
Sir, I am going to say we're going to win 3-1. I think Granada might get one. But again, the away goal, sir, if we get one, they need 3. So I really think that United, we're in the control driver's seat here. The whole thing is don't concede. Obviously, without Maguire on the pitch, that might be a concern. We played them, sir, and they're just going to fall all over the ground. I'm not really worried too much about Granada here.
No, they're going to fall over before they can pitch some good play together and actually score a goal. So we know what to do. We know what to do, sir.
All right, sir. United in the news. This is a new one, sir. A bit of news here. Manchester United add Ruben Neves to summer targets. Wolves are prepared to sell Ruben Neves, the midfielder, sir. What do you make of this one? He's valued at $30 million, probably a little more. You know, you see him fitting in here?
I mean, $30 million feels cheap. They listed that price. You know, whatever they've got going on at Wolves, they've got like, you know, the Portuguese Revolution, and he's one of the best players of the lot. You know, he's kind of like an upgrade to Fred, you know, maybe an alternative to Declan Rice, but he's kind of a new name to be touted. Maybe he wants to go play for a team that is playing in the Champions League and going to go on and do a little bit more than Wolves are currently doing. So that's kind of the only thing that would make sense to me, is that he wants to play for a team that's going to be in the elite European competitions, because he's certainly good enough. He's a hell of a player, would be a great add to United. I just, you know, our transfer budget is limited. CDM, I think you can make do with Matic and Fred for another year when you so desperately need a striker and probably another center back. What do you make of it?
This could be smoke for Rice. You know, Declan Rice. We got to touch on Jesse Lingard. I mean, playing lights out again, we talked about in the last podcast. But the more he scores, sir, the more he does United favors as far as, you know, beating Leicester, giving us daylight, and then upping his price for West Ham, and hopefully we can swap for Rice. I just don't trust that Ed Woodward is good at getting deals done. That's the only issue. There's got to be a good deal to do there. Lingard plus 30, Lingard plus 31, or Lingard 20 plus 15, whatever it is, you got to do that deal to get Declan Rice in at Manchester United, and then you don't need Ruben Neves. This could be smoke. I'd be happy with Neves too. Portuguese national team player. Doesn't really break into the starting 11. Wasn't selected at the 2018 World Cup. So he's right on the cusp there. But Bruno and him, the Portuguese connect, I don't mind it. We do need a CDM. And this also points to is Paul Pogba leaving Manchester United? Again, Eddie's got to do a deal for that to happen. I think it would be good for United to probably deal Pogba. But he's going to play hardball and just want a price so high. I don't know if anyone's going to pay it. So, again, a lot of questions here, a lot of moving pieces for United. I'm worried this summer. It's almost like there's too much to do, and I don't trust Jughead Judge. I don't trust Eddie the Clown Woodward. And then where are you at missing the phone call for Holland Murtaugh? I mean, those are the three men we're trusting, and there's a lot of work to do. And usually they do nothing, talk a lot in the press, and then scramble on the last day. And I need to see something. I need to see, like, initiative and a plan going in the summer. And if they don't have it with Euros, we're going to be screwed. So Neves, I take him. Can they get him done? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the question, because you're right. There's so much to do this summer. You know, between players that you need to ship, players that are like leaving, you know, could be leaving on a free, and then you're losing a $90 million asset. He's got so much to do. That makes you even more, you know, the transparency in the Murtaugh appointment is basically like, yeah, here's your meat for the summer, boys, is like attack him when everything just falls to shit, because that's a big ask to you know, just to get in a striker, a CDM, a right winger, a center back would be a huge ask for us in the first place. There's so much business to be done. You got to keep Cavani in or whatever you're going to do there. I think it's going to be tough, especially with the Euros. It's a really good point. That screws up everything. I don't know. It makes you even more keen on keeping Pogba, keeping Cavani, right? And you deal with striker the year after.
Well, I don't care about the thing is, I, as a fan, like, you know, the only thing that helps, like, basically, like, if you sell Pogba, the team makes some money so they can spend that money. So as a fan, like, I don't care if they lose money. I don't care if the Glazers lose money, right? Why should I care about that? So Pogba should stay another year, run it down, and then Pogba can get paid. Him and Mina Riola, bro. Like, you know, it's like whatever. But then Pogba, we get another year of Paul Pogba. That's good for me as a fan. But again, like, the Glazers lose out on some cash, and who cares about them?
No, who cares about them? And it'll be another, like, really giant black mark on Woodward's terrible track record running this club. Like, how many players he let leave for free? How many players did he sell under their value or without a buyback clause? And this will be like the biggest embarrassment of it all. An £89 million signing that you just let leave for free out the back door, flipping the bird on the way out. You know, it really looks worse on the management than the club. And then we get a year of him. Maybe we push on for a title and he leaves in a blaze of glory. But this is like more of an indictment on the front office than United overall.
hey, prove me wrong. That's all I got to say. It's a big summer. But the idea that we're going to get all this done, it's like the right wing and center back should have been last window. So, like leaving business to this window and making us celebrate. I'm not going to have it. Next bit of news here. Villarreal set asking price for Manchester United on target Pau Torres, sir. Villarreal are willing to accept a bid lower than Pau Torres' release clause, with Manchester United and Real Madrid ready to pounce for his signature. 24-year-old Spanish left-footed center back. He's around 6'2", sir. His release clause is about $56 million. Reports that they could do a deal around $43 million. Haven't heard of him. Watched a few highlight videos before the podcast. Looks kind of like a left-footed Lindelof. I don't know. $43 million is getting pricey for these center backs these days.
No, it is. They're high demand, sir. This is actually a player that we've been attracted to for a while. At least his name has been attached to us. I don't know if there's actual validity in it or if they're just using us for to up the transfer price. But we were, his name was touted last year. The thing that could have legs in this is Eric Bailly used to play for Villarreal. And he wants to leave, apparently, so maybe you do some kind of combo swap deal. It's going to be a big summer for swaps, given how depleted every club's transfer budgets probably are after, a year plus of COVID. Maybe there's legs in this, but, £43 million. Who else could you get for £43 million?
You can get Lewis Dunk on Brighton, sir. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, we don't need, a new world-class center back or an up-and-coming. We need, plug-and-play EPL proven, just durable center back, right? Because Lindelof, you need someone who can basically swap out with Lindelof, or even maybe have a shout to play out Maguire. And you look at Johnny Evans on Leicester, we take him back. Obviously, he's old, we can't get him, but a player like him, just a squad player, like what Phil Jones should be, what Chris Smalling should be in this team. The third spot center back, Lindelof, Maguire are playing well right now. They probably get another year as the top two, and you need a solid three to increase the competition and maybe ask for some rotation in case of injury, right?
It's a really good point. It's what Phil Jones should be. It's they shipped Evans, kept Phil Jones. I don't know why. Maybe
Smalling.
And you just need a durable player that can kind of fit in and take the burden off of Harry. Harry hasn't missed a game. He's probably going to get a game off this week because of the yellow card. He's been a top player for us, and I think he gets a lot of flack because of the transfer price was so high, which he has no impact on. But either way, we need depth in this position. Center backs are so valuable. Who are you bringing in? Let's see. Maybe bring Evans back, sir. Big money.
Next bit of news, Harry Kane will push for a move away from Tottenham this summer if they fail to qualify for the Champions League, as the striker is running out of patience at lack of progress. With Manchester United and City ready to battle it out for the signature, sir. We need a number 9. Cavani's going back to South America, most likely. Harry Kane leaving Tottenham. Do you want Harry Kane anywhere near Manchester United?
Absolutely. Harry Kane's still got a lot to offer. I don't know if he's going to be given the captain speeches, but he's a hell of a striker. Injury record has been a little iffy the last couple of years, but we know on his day, he's an all-around striker. He would certainly lead the line for a number of years. Shouldn't be playing at a Spurs side. He's too good of a player to play for Spurs, but the transfer fee. It's unless he was in the last year of his contract, which I don't believe he is, Levy knows he's one of their finest assets other than Son. They're going to demand a huge fee. I just don't see it happening, but I'd take Harry Kane all day. You wouldn't?
He's a loser.
He's a loser.
Sir, I don't want nothing to do with Tottenham. Harry Kane, okay. Having not watched the Behind the Scenes All or Nothing documentary, I would probably say yes. Having watched it, I'd say no. He comes in, he just seems I don't know. You need someone a little more ruthless. Compare Zlatan to Harry Kane. Harry Kane scoring more goals, but what United need is a certain element in the dressing room. The Roy Keane's, that edge. I just don't think Harry Kane has it. He hasn't won anything. He's a loser, sir. Destined to just always be a loser. And by the way, he signed a long-term deal at Tottenham when he had all the leverage. So he says he wants to move. You think Levy's going to let him move for a price that the Glazers are going to pay? So this ain't happening, number 1. Sir, we can speculate as fans, but Harry Kane's locked up till, I think, 2024. And he wants to whinge like the bitch and loser he is. Like, he didn't like lock his long-term future after coming off the World Cup. He could have signed anywhere, and he literally locked it up at Spurs because Levy like sold him something. And now he's got Jose Mourinho, and they're not going to make Champions League. He's going to whinge all day. He ain't moving, bro. He ain't moving for less than 150. Something stupid.
And no one's paying that, right? Because you can get maybe you can get Holland for that, and he's got that edge that you're talking about. He's got a Manchester United mentality, big game player. Oh, we will rue the day where we missed signing him for 18 million pounds, my man. We certainly will. But hey, we need a striker. I don't think it's going to be a big name striker. I think if they're going to get an attacker that you've all heard of, it's going to be Jadon Sancho. He might be the asset to pick up on the relative cheap this summer. Obviously strengthen our right wing, push Greenwood to the front. But even then, you'd love to keep Cavani around just to continue to mentor him, Rashford, Martial.
Harry Kane is on is basically on a 6-year, $62 million deal through the summer of 2024, bro. It's like he thinks he's gonna like complain and Levy's gonna let him go because he feels bad. Levy is one of the worst people to negotiate with. It's not happening. This is just BS, sir.
Well, there you go. Cut through it. John has spoken. Harry Kane's not coming to United.
Sir, I think that's called the slam dunk there. I closed the door on that transfer rumor, Harry Kane to Manchester United. I don't want him at Manchester United anyway, so I want Cavani for another year. He looks great. After this game, maybe ask me next week. I could change my mind.
Hey, he looked like he scored 2 goals today. Should have had 2 goals. Looked a lot better than Harry Kane did, so I think there's argument there.
If you're giving me the choice between a Gallo and Harry Kane, obviously I'm picking Kane. You know, there's certain times I would pick him, but like it just ain't happening. All right, let's jump into the fan questions, sir. Thank you so much for getting us the hot banter. After a game like this, we're all buzzing and love just getting into the fan questions and comments. At Dave Paws on Twitter, brilliant second half. I'm really not a Pogba fan, but he was brilliant. And Money Mason is getting better every game. I like that nickname, Money Mason.
He looks money. He would cost big money if anyone tried to buy him off Manchester United. You know, we needed some players. We talked about at the beginning of the pod to take the burden off of our 2 producers this season, who's Rashford, who looks like he needs some time to recuperate from his injury, and Bruno Fernandes. So Cavani coming up with some big goals. Greenwood coming off the bench, scoring 1, assisting 1. He's a player. He's a player that will only get better with age. Lot to look forward to.
At the Alex Davis 33, quote, really nice not to be sweating over top 4 for a change. Always a chance shitty slips up. It ain't over till it's over. Proud as hell of this team. Always at the wheel, sir.
Sir, proud of this team. It was a great performance. I mean, it's instant classic. Can't wait to rewatch it. Can't wait to rewatch it knowing that Son's just pathetic act will not win them the goal, win them the points. United, baby. A lot to love.
At Burkett Mets, happy to see Fred get a goal, but hopefully this reminds him to keep his shooting inside the box. Hashtag glory, glory, Man United. Yeah, Fred. I like Roy Keane being like, he had an awful day and he almost missed that one. I was like, yeah, he almost missed it.
He did almost miss it. He did almost miss it, but he scored it. We needed the goal then, so good on Fred, man. You know.
When Roy Keane speaks, we listen 7 Premier League titles, sir. 7 Premier League titles, Roy Keane. I mean, if anyone knows what you need to win, it's him.
No doubt. He's a legend, United legend. Shithousery never stops, right? I love it. He win 3-1. Fred plays decent. Still talking shit.
That's the reason why the Sky postgame is so great. If you can find it on YouTube, it's like Jamie Redknapp being like, "There's some good Spurs teams." He's like, "What do you mean good Spurs team?" He's like, "What do you like? You're top of the league in November." It's like, you know, he's like, "We made it to the Champions League final." It's like, you made it to the final. Congratulations, bro. You didn't win it. You got to win a final. And Keane's like, "Oh, there's Spurs is soft." James like, "No, they're not." And he's like, "You've been soft for 40 years." It's like, it's just like, but I love the banter, Roy Keane. It doesn't get better than that, my man. At Ike_Yagola, quote, mentality monsters. You just know at the break, all it was like, lads, is Tottenham. We bossed the game, a complete performance. That win felt great, sir. I think everyone feels good with this win. At BryGuy666, I was wrong about my first half take. This team will really take me to being the most pissed yelling at the TV to complete joy. God damn, how whack are Tottenham. Suck it, Jose.
I love our fans. That's awesome. So that's like also a little bit of our season in a nutshell. You know, you want to see a little bit more of this mentality from the boys consistently going for it, you know, just come out and like just turning the screws, knowing you're better, outclassing them. And I think we've given teams too much respect this season. The second half, we didn't. We just knew we're a better side, and we proved it. We have to have a little more of that swagger, and I think the team is building it slowly and surely. But Ole needs to go and take the risk sometimes and kind of throw it forward and say, go for it, lads. And he did it today, and I'm glad we did because that was a big win.
Exactly. I think like the complaint from fans, we were a little too cagey in the last couple of games, not wanting to give one to get one. And I think United's all about that. It's like they scored, and then we looked the best we've ever looked. And all the points from coming from behind this season, why don't we just go for it to start? What's the worst that could happen? Concede. At T. Zolski, quote, what a win. Ole got the subs right. I can't believe I'm tweeting that Fred scored. Fitting that Cavani gets the winner after he was absolutely robbed. It's a good point. And Mason is heating up when we need him. And a great game by Paul Pogba. Hashtag sack Woodward. Hashtag Glazers out, sir. True. Heating up.
Exactly when we need it. We talked about it. We need some players to kind of get us over the line. These are the players you needed it. So Pogba, Fred getting a goal. Somebody was due. Fred was certainly due. Big goal from him. Almost skied it. But hey, just under the bar, my man. Just under the bar.
At Ty Kircher, quote, heck of a fight from the lads. Buzzing after silence in the ex-girlfriend. El Pastor, get in. Cavani, great header. Greenwood, massive impact. Let's go. Shout out to the Minnesota MUFC fan club for hosting us. I'll love all the USA-based Manchester United fan clubs, all the meetups. Still going strong, sir, even in these tough times. At Jamal Mota, sirs, much to say. Number 1, what a fun second half. Number 2, Fred found his passport. Number 3, Pogba was hungry and man of the match. Number 4, VAR and falling down is ruining the game. It's true. It's absolutely true. 5, horrible ref decisions that should have been 4-0. Should have been 4-0. A lot of numbers and dashes in this tweet. 6, NBC pundits are applauding Spurs' performance at the 95th minute. LOL, sir. That's
really?
it. Okay.
We were on Telemundo, Love and Life, just they were enjoying it. They respect the badge. They know how, dude. Telemundo gets it. Manchester United is a club, and when you go to Latin America and you call it Manchester. So your dad's calling.
I know my dad's
the pod's live, baby. That's how we do it. But long story short, you're right. It's I didn't hear that, but Arlo White. It's oh God, Spurs, so much class as they lose with integrity. Get out of here.
Shout out to at Mike Fish on Twitter. He tweeted Arlo White today, possibly the worst commentator in sports, at Arlo White. And Arlo White tweeted him back right after the game. He says, possibly, why not definitely? And he's like, I can't. And then he sent it back. Can't pick between you and your partner.
Who did he have on? Did he have Lasso on, or did he have Lee Dixon? These geniuses.
Sir, my dad won't stop calling me on the pod.
It might be important. It might be important. The top downloads.
I'm gonna text him right now and be like, Dad, I'm doing the pod. Sorry, guys. We're doing it live. Where's that on the soundboard?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
So you want me to give you top 10 cities last 7 days?
Sir, we're not quite done yet, sir. We got some great banner here. At you Bosun, quote, class and quality in the second half all around. What a great Sunday. I think Paul is man of the match. He's a beast, and he will be hard to replace. But Shaw, Hendo, Fred, and Harry played well too. Is Jose a dead man walking? That's a good. Absolutely, he's dead.
Oh yeah. Because he wasn't even trying to play, He wasn't even trying to do that. He was just trying to shore up shop, bringing on Sissoko for an attacking player early. So he's in trouble. He's fishing for the sack. And apparently if they miss Champions League and then fire him, his payout's half as much as he would have gotten if they had finished Champions League and then they fired him. So, hey, he's going to buy another beach house, I'm sure.
At CJ says, quote, love to beat Jose. How are we feeling about Pogba on the wing and Mason getting more chances as a striker? Absolutely love Pogba on the wing. He's so much better because when he goes side to side, he can't get in the game. You got to get him in the box, man. Look at the moves he was pulling. And his service was unbelievable, especially with Cavani.
No, it was a great performance all around. Good to have him pushed up more higher up the pitch. Has an impact in around the box. Also, when we were trying to kill the game at the end, dude, exquisite time wasting.
Okay, I got the voicemail from my dad, sir. It was transcribed. He's calling me because he's asking me if I'm watching the Yankees playing Tampa Bay Rays. So
there you go.
If you thought my dad was having a medical emergency, call me 3 times in a row. No, that's just how he thinks his phone's broken, and he keeps calling me over and over. It's just I tried to explain it to him. I was like, Manchester United's playing today, and he was like, what channel? I said, it's on Peacock. He's like, is that channel 4? And I said, no, you're not gonna be able to watch it, Dad. I'm sorry.
It's a shame. It is a crying shame because that is an instant classic.
I just couldn't do the 30 minutes of trying to get my parents to log into an app on their TV. It just wouldn't. It's just not worth it, sir. Look, I got one more tweet here, then we're finishing it up. At Love the Bulls 18, quote, one word only, karma. This team knows what it takes to come back and win. Solid performance for the lads, sir. That is what it's all about. You face adversity. You remember that you play for Manchester United, and you go and boss the game and win it, sir. Like you said, take the shackles off Ole. We need more of this. We need more of this. Sir, like, just telling everyone Manchester United, come on, let's go. Harry Kane, son, who are you? Mourinho, like, what do you mean?
Son, who are you? It's like, nothing to hang your hat on. United can be proud of the performance they put out today. Proud of even the first half. They should have been 1-1 arguably, or even 1-0, because I think if they had not taken that goal away from United, we would have not conceded the way we did. Don't matter, because it's about 2 halves of football, and United put together an unbelievable second half. Sorry, Jose, enjoy it. Enjoy getting the sack, my man.
All right, sir, that's the podcast. We had everything in between, sir. We had the analogy of the teacher and the apprentice. We had my dad calling me a million times, Hans and Franz, sir. We do it live because we try to get these out as fast as possible. Pod never sleeps, sir. Manchester United never sleeps. What a game as a fan. I mean, it's been a rough ride, but we're back, baby. I have great feels about this team and kicking on. We just had to survive those results, sir. And then that spark, because remember in January, December, Cavani was a spark. His movement, his goal-scoring capability. Then it fed Greenwood, it fed Rashford. Everyone started moving. I feel the same vibes right now after this game. Let's go, sir. Let's go.
No, this is a game that changes the course of things. So we need to push on, do the job against Granada, just finish them off, and then no easy match, right? Burnley's going to be a pain in the ass, but we have to show our class, take it to them, tear them apart. 3 points. Chew it up all day.
All right, sir. We've had some amazing downloads last 7 days. Let's get into the top cities.
So number 1, how you doing? How you doing? Croydon, UK, Dublin, Ireland, Streamwood, Illinois, Washington, D.C., number 5, Chicago, Illinois, number 6, Oslo, Norway, Petaluma, California. How you doing? How you doing? Bend, Oregon, number 9, Los Angeles, California, and last but not least, Highland, California. Thank you to all the American Red Devils listening in, week out. We couldn't do this without you. Greatest fans in the world, greatest club in the world. Never shy away from adversity. Never shy away from a big game. So proud of this team, and we're only just getting going.
How many Manchester United jerseys are you going to wear today, sir?
Sorry, I'm on my way. It's hot in the pod room. It's getting warm in Northern California, sir.
They're all Rooney shirts, too. They're all Rooney shirts.
Respect, baby. Respect. You know I like to do it.
Sir, how many Rooney shirts you got?
Used to have a lot more. Now the wife maybe she's like, you only have 1 drawer of United kits. You can't have 2.
Sir. You can't let them have you throw away 1 because then it's just a slippery slope. So you got to hold.
I never throw it away. You gift it to someone else. Kind of like let them be introduced to the greatest club in the world. What better way than giving them an old Rooney jersey?
You still have the Anderson?
Anderson's gone. Anderson's gone, my man. It's gone.
Oh, we gotta replace that. We gotta replace the Anderson.
Get on it, sir. Get on it.
I will, sir. Your birthday isn't coming up soon, but I'll definitely get you a few kits. Maybe I'll get you a few, sir.
Oh, good on Anderson. I'll tell you that.
Look, if you love the American Red Devils, the best way to support us is via Patreon. Visit our Patreon page, www.patreon.com/AmericanRedDevils. Check out our website, www.americanreddevils.com, the blog, the store, everything in between. Drop a review on iTunes. I love this game. I love this club, sir. We're going to go out with kicking a blue. What would it take for Ole to be at the wheel? I think I know, but what would it take?
I mean, we said the title. I think at least a Europa League and pushing City to the limit, right? If you go on a run, if we win every game out in the league, yeah, we're at the wheel.
I think we'll be at the wheel. Europa League. If we win Europa League, we're at the wheel.
All right, sir. We got to do that. And we got to finish strong in the league. You can't shit the bed, in the league. I think if the strong performance there and you win a piece of silverware.
All right, sir. You heard it here. That's the criteria. As always.
Kicking a blue.